Hello and welcome to the motorcycling mecca that is sunny Southern California. I'm Lorette Neckel here with Ben Hong from American Honda to talk to you about an exciting new project.
Hey Lorette, first off, thanks for being here. And yeah, you're right, we've got something pretty cool under the cover here. It's an important bike that'll take Honda's lineup in a new direction. So we're excited to be here to show it off today.
And what better place to do that than here at Blackmore Ranch? This is where fans of motorcycles, action sports, dragsters, and everything in between come together. It's all about performance and excitement when the sun's out and relaxing with friends afterward. And that fun, cool culture is the perfect setting to showcase this bike.
Exactly. And starting from the concept phase, engineers kept going back to the theme, relax and excite. And to this day, that's the guiding principle behind the project. The goal was to develop a cruiser that you can use to hit the open highway, relax one day, and then the next day, have fun on your favorite section of tight canyon twisties.
That is a lot to ask of one bike, but I do have faith in Honda's engineers. Should we play the clip and see what they came up with?
Let's do it.
There you have it, gang, the all-new 2021 Honda Rebel 1100, a cruiser that combines a legendary Honda name with one of the brand's most successful engines.
Absolutely. And that engine being the water-cooled parallel twin from the Africa Twin, which is popular not only for its performance, but its unique engine character and sound. The Rebel 1100 was designed to be fun, and engine character is a big part of that.
Speaking of design, I really love what they came up with.
Yeah, me too, Lorette. For instance, the frame is narrow and sleek, and many of the components are blacked out. And that, of course, brings your attention immediately to that iconic fuel tank, which is 3.6 gallons, by the way.
Which is good for longer distance riding.
Yep, absolutely. And on that note, the seat has progressive foam thickness for all-day comfort. And it's also narrow at the front, which makes it easier to put both feet down when you get to a stop. Also, under the seat, you'll find a 3-liter storage space with USB-C plugs, which is a great place to store and charge other electronics.
That's cool. And I love how the LCD display and LED lighting are so seamlessly integrated. But I know a big part of this package is the engine. Honestly, I've seen comments on social media from customers asking Honda to put this engine in a cruiser platform, and here it is.
Right? And for good reason. This thing has a ton of low-end torque and a really great sound. Here, let's fire it up.
That's awesome, Ben. I love the sound of this machine.
Yeah, me too. But it's more than just the sound. It also has some serious performance advantages. For example, thanks to its Unicam valve train, the engine is compact and has a low center of gravity. Plus, the oil tank's inside the crankcase, which lets us use a lower profile oil pan. This all allows for a 35-degree bank angle, so the bike can be leaned over in corners, almost like a sport bike. Plus, it still has that low 27.5-inch cruiser style seat height.
So did Honda just take the engine straight from the Africa Twin?
No, not exactly. It still has all the performance, but it's tuned specifically for the cruiser platform. The air filter and exhaust system are different, and the flywheel is 20% heavier. That contributes to the engine's torquey nature and gives that smooth, steady stream of power as you accelerate.
Okay, now what about the automatic dual clutch transmission? I know that's a Honda exclusive in power sports, with customers raving about it on other Honda models.
That's right. The DCT enables automatic gear changes without a clutch lever. That lets a rider choose from 3 shift modes or a manual mode where they can shift using these buttons. Even when riding in one of the automatic modes, the rider can still use the buttons to force manual shifts. And there are other electronics, including 4 riding modes, which let you adjust power. Honda selectable torque control, that also incorporates wheelie control, and engine braking. For those long rides, there's also cruise control.
Which really speaks to the performance side of the model.
Definitely, and it's a big connection to Honda's sport lineup. HSTC helps manage available traction, and wheelie control limits front-end lift under hard acceleration.
You can adjust those, right?
Yeah, totally. These systems are controlled through 3 riding modes, each of which provide a distinct riding experience. Standard has middle-of-the-road settings for relaxed city riding or cruising, but an exciting feel when you want it. Sport is designed for fun rides with strong power delivery and minimal intervention by HSTC. And rain isn't just for wet conditions, but also for completely relaxed riding around town. And a 4th customizable user mode is also available to set up with your exact preferences.
Clearly, today's cruiser is an evolved species.
Definitely. Cruisers have always been about a low seat height, a comfortable riding position, and that laid-back, relaxed feeling. And that's still the case, but yeah, the customer is changing. And he or she doesn't want a motorcycle that's going to hold them back when they want to try something else.
Yeah, that makes sense. And chassis plays a big role in that too, right?
Yep. The Rebel 1100 has geometry that delivers a surprising combination of straight line stability and cornering prowess. The beefy 43mm fork has a dark titanium oxide coating, and in the rear, there are dual Showa piggyback reservoir shocks. Both ends have adjustable preload, so you can easily choose a setup for your preferred riding style, or if you plan to bring along a passenger or luggage.
Now, what about these brakes? They look like they've come straight off of a sport bike.
Yeah, you nailed it. The front caliper has a monoblock 4-piston radial mount design and squeezes a floating 330mm rotor. And then the rear caliper has a single piston and works a 256mm rotor, and ABS is standard. And then the chunky radial tires are wrapped around cast aluminum wheels, which have optimum rigidity and help the neutral handling character. All this adds to the Rebel's style too.
Of course, looks are still a big part of the cruiser lifestyle, and everyone wants to make their bike their own.
Yep, and Honda already has a long list of accessories, everything from minimalist to touring focused. In fact, this one has a few examples.
All right, okay, you've sold me. But really, when can we get our hands on the Rebel 1100?
Yeah, these will be available in January with an MSRP of $9,299 for the manual version and $9,999 for the DCT.
We'll look forward to that. Ben, thank you so much for the download. And remember, until next time, life is better on a Honda.